Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the color light science you say coloring right here. As you see right here, you got right here, it's like you say a type of spotlight, and of course also known as like say a type of strobe light it is. But basically, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is add some colors right here. It's like for the light bulbs right here. It was like what you call like some shining lights right here, and it's like with the most of the time, it's like anybody say that you're talking about. It's like a type of technology for like what you say that's used in telephones, and of course with the any type of electronic devices it is. But anyway, right here as you have right here is that you have right here is that the study about the light bulbs. It is like they're talking about. It's like with the strobe lights. I can remember that a while back that I can remember. It's like inside the clouds. A lot of times I would see these type of lights that would be, of course, shine a spotlight in through the sky. It is, and the type of a the type of light I'm talking about will be look something more like this right here, to where you have right here is that you got the sky right here, like with the few of the clouds, and of course you say the dark clouds it is, and like at nighttime, and then it would be like what you call like a light that would show up through the sky. It would look something kind of like this right here, to where like it would be like say a real light beam inside the sky. It is. If I say light beam in it, like a type of strobe light, it's like it would be in the sky. A lot of times I used to see them over there, of course, at places where I used to live, and I used to always think that I'm like, well, maybe there's a car show going on or something like that. But of course, go ahead and add some colors right here. But so far as the type of science it's talking about is like with the lights of, let's say, of technology. It is knowing about that with the light bulbs, and I'm gonna see add some details right here for the light bulbs. But let's just say that you have the light right here, with the light that it will be shining, and knowing about the type of light that trying to make it bright here. Go ahead and add a little bit of color right here. So you got the right here is the color of the sandy beach. I guess you say that this color right here will be say for the sandy beach right here, and see add that, and then of course maybe just a little bit say maybe a pink. I guess that this will be like the color pink right here. It's like the rose see the rose temper bush or something like that. But anyway, go ahead and add just a little bit to say it's like pink type color right there. If I think about that, yeah, it's like try not to look like a plant or nothing. I mean, this is like what you call like a type of light. It's like that usually that you would maybe see maybe in like the carnivals or somewhere that at nighttime that a lot of times that I remember seeing these, of course, in places to where that it would be like maybe a fair nighttime. At nighttime it would be like what you call like a light that would be shining in the sky. It is, and it knowing about is like how to let people know, I guess, about that if there's any type of night show or anything like that going on that they have right here is the showing of say at the light it is, and then knowing about that, go ahead and add just a little bit let's say blend right here. Go ahead and add just a little bit black right here. If I try to think about that, yeah, when they added some black right here for detail guy right here is the light bulbs it is. And anybody probably think about that, yeah, that, in order to be able to make it look like if it was actually glowing light it is, to go ahead and work with it's like light colors it is. If I were to go ahead and use maybe the green right here is to go ahead shade some parts. It's like I talk about maybe a strobe light that would change colors. It's like we say a disco light it is. It's like you have right here is use like one part, one corner where the light gets darker, and then of course it's like work your way, it's like in the center right here. If this was like nighttime it is, go ahead and where say work in the center, and then go ahead and one spot where make one spot just a little bit darker than the other, and then of course in the center go ahead and make it lighter, and then on the say toward the edge right here part for where the light will be showing it is that you make it a little darker. And anybody probably thinking about that, yeah, what you got right here is the light, and we'll maybe add some purple right here as well. But anyway, I know that a lot of times, like trying to do this on using a marker. Sometimes it's quite hard to do because knowing about is that depending on it's like if you want to go ahead and maybe go ahead and use a little bit go ahead and use the red marker right here is like talking about it's like if you do like what you call like an up and down motion right here is like if you just add a little bit right here of say a color fade coloring right here. It's like for the light right here, but go ahead and like some colors right here for the strobe light right here, and then knowing about if the light would be shining it is, and that knowing about if the light would be coming at about right here at this diagonal it is. A lot of times it would show like what you call like say a beam of light it is. But anyway, but so far as that particular science it is knowing about that the study about the light it is, and with the type of technology it uses, of course. And I remember that I used to see these a lot of times around places where I used to live. It was, and knowing about with the type of light bulbs it uses, and of course that they most of us are familiar with these type of light bulbs right here, where they say that they save you money, of course, a lot of times on the electric bill it is, and I guess the way they work, and of course that the way that they're handled, of course that knowing about that they only use about, if anything, maybe 13 watts, they say, of power. But then on the other hand too, that knowing about that they give off about a little bit more light compared to say the ordinary say type light bulbs it is. But I have a few of those, and I of course I call them say the curly fry design type light bulbs for the curly fry design that's on the top of them. And I used to see them a lot of times in the stores it was, but just knowing about using them though, I'm like, well, it's some places that knowing about, even if you don't have to worry about all that other stuff about utilities or anything, but is like knowing about almost anywhere you go that you made about with the utilities is knowing about that with the electric bill it is, and knowing about with the type of technology, of course, that's in the bulb it is, that it would be using about maybe 13 or 14 watts of electricity. But on the other hand too, knowing about the way it works is knowing about that it uses less wattages say on just for the way it's designed, and that knowing about a lot of times with most electricians that they could probably think about that they do the study by the type of a chandelier, the type of light fixture, of course, that it operates on. And I think the 3.4 yen, or the 10 or something like that the way that the light socket works, the way that the wiring works is that works on that, and knowing about that type of light bulb, huh? But other than that, let's talk about right here. You got right here's the details right here, for the light bulb, but on the other hand too, that knowing about that it's like add just a little bit of detail right here for the light bulb it is. Go ahead and it's like a put right here. It's like you got right here. It's like for the light bulb, and then of course like where right here is like with the glass. Anybody would probably thinking about to make the glass look a little bit more realistic. It is that the thing about it is to go ahead and add just a little bit of black right here. And then to go ahead and add like the sandy beach, say color right here it is. You probably think about make it look a little bit cartoony, huh? But and then from there, and then of course, like anybody would probably think about that. Maybe if you could have maybe added a little bit, say, of a lighter, green right here in the center. But just knowing about really, I guess you just really had to leave some parts of it blank. But knowing about that, the way I drew this right here is trying to draw into where if the lights were to be changing colors, it is. It's like if the lights were to be changing colors, then more likely it would maybe look something kind of like this right here. And of course is to draw like say is the background, if you have like which cause like if it were somewhere where there was a carnival or whatever, that you would have see the grass right here it is. Draw like the grass part, say if it was like on the lawn or if it was in a parking lot it is. Say draw the lawn about right here, and then especially at nighttime that go ahead and draw like say draw a little black areas right here. But anyway, either a car show or if it was a carnival anywhere like that, that more likely that you would normally see, these type of lights it is. And I know about with me that I used to think that about, hey, cool, it's like, but on your head to knowing about with these type of lights it is, and you probably think about it, it's like that they use up, quite a bit, you say, of electricity also. I would say maybe about 1,300 watts of electricity just to operate them, something like that. But anybody probably think about that. Yeah, if anybody has seen a spotlight or been into a spotlight, is knowing about if you're be on stage, if you be on stage performing a play or anything like that, is to know that with these type of lights, it just seems like it's a one way, you say vision, you say light it is, because knowing about that if you were to be walking in front of these, which I've stood in front of a couple of them before, and just knowing about that the light is pretty bright to where it's hard to see, people that are watching you. Of course, you say on stage it is, and knowing about whenever you can't, the only thing you really can see, of course, is the big bright, the bright light, the lights that are shining on you. And a lot of times, if I'm thinking about that you just don't know if people are looking at you like, weird or anything like that. But on your hand too, to knowing about with the lights it is that we talk about, it's like for the color light science is talking about, it's like the things that you can do, of course, but the way it changes colors. And I remember whenever I was a kid that thinking about it, it's like a type of flashlight that you can get, the kind that changes colors. I don't know if anybody has seen it before, but I don't have the one I used to have anymore, but the kind to where that you could, I think it came with like a clicker that you can change the different colors and stuff. It would shine it would one of those $10 flashlights it was, I think, either Kmart or Walmart, where you can buy those, and knowing about any place, any other store that you can buy those type of flashlights it is, where it changes colors and stuff. And I remember you buy them, and you can maybe still buy them, but on the other hand too, that knowing about the battery life, of course. Yeah, and then of course the light bulb. Anybody probably think about with the light bulb life. The light bulb life, may only be, with some devices would only be about I would say at least 400 or something like that. 400 hours, something like that. To say a battery of light bulb life it is. But anyway, that. Right here is the light bulbs, and say with the light bulbs, say in the spotlight it is, and right here, so far as for color light science, it's talking about, it's like the color, say the wattage, I say it's talking about as a study, but it's like the light, it's like for color light science.